Last time on Harbingers Eden Redux.
Yeah, it's the booming sound of the bullet.
Let's go. We gotta go.
Yeah, you both come over the edge. There's that monorail thing, and you're looking at the nose of the bullet.
How much time until the bullet train goes?
Yeah, it looks like 2 minutes.
Okay, grenade off, set it on the door, and I run back, and I'm gonna blow the door off the train.
It's definitely dented in, and there's a hole about the size of a small soccer ball in it.
Get that mech over and make that hole bigger in the train.
And extends its hand, and this forklift just tears a huge gash in the side of this bullet. You climb in, and seconds after you feel the jolt of the train, sending everyone off their feet. You can hear muffled shouts coming from further up in the train. It's Three's voice.
3 and Mr. Lin is in here.
They can hear Mr. Lin. It's all right. You're going to Goshen. Paradise awaits.
I'm gonna run in that room.
And you see Mr. Lin seated right next to 3. Mr. Lin holds his sword out, but instead of pointing it towards you, he brings it up to 3's throat and says, "Not a step closer, Ghost." The tracks lead to a mouse hole in the living rock that borders Eden Redux, that separates this cesspool of crime and humanity from the paradise of Goshen beyond. The bullet train rockets forward, and with a rumble, you plunge into the dark of the tunnel. Randy, you feel like you're wearing, like your goggles have fogged up. It's so hard to see. Everything, it was dark, and now it's so bright. You seem to be in a strange room. It's all chrome and steel. There's panels everywhere. And it looks like you're in some sort of rig, a suspended rig. There's a window. And when you look out the window, it's incredibly dark for a second. But then you see this ball, this bright blue ball below you. As you're looking, something bumps into the window, hits it, obscuring your view, and then floats like it's underwater away from the window slowly. It's a person. It slowly turns. You see, this is the floating body of 3.
You knew this wasn't going to be what they said it was going to be. So, time to figure out what's going on here.
Everybody.
Hey.
You switched seats.
I did switch seats. All right, so just so we are all on the same page about where we left last, we were on the bullet train, and we had just gone into the wall heading to Goshen. Ghost.
Yeah.
You are in a very strange place. You hear sounds back where you got out of your whatever it was, tube harness thing. You hear some sounds. Sounds a little like just some movement, maybe a little bit of coughing. Edge, you wake up. You feel awful. There's something in your mouth. You open your eyes and they hurt. They're painful. There's a little bit of light and it's like it's the brightest light you've ever seen. You're trying to breathe, but it's hard because there's something in your throat. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and rip whatever's in my throat out.
Okay.
So I can breathe.
So you start to pull and it's just making you gag. Give me a vigor roll at -2.
Oh God.
Die already?
3.
3. You are pulling this out, and as you start to do that, you see your arms, and there are cables and all sorts of things connected to your arms as well. As you pull this out, it feels like there's more coming with it than should be coming with it. It's almost like you're scraping up the inside of your throat as you pull all of this out, and finally you get it out, and all of this gray matter comes out with it. And you have a moment to look around, your eyes are starting to adjust a little bit more, and it looks like you're in some kind of tube of some sort.
I start banging on the tube.
As you do
anyone
that,
hears me.
it shifts up a little bit and some air comes in. You kind of get a big gasp of air. You don't feel good, and in fact, whenever you were trying to pull all of that out, something doesn't feel right in your body and you take a wound.
Okay.
What would you like to do now?
I just start. Cat? Ghost? Do I see anything beyond, or is it just literally like a coffin of a tube? Like,
It's glass, but it's a little fogged up, so you can kind of see like some shapes and everything. As you look out, from the kind of the crack where it's opened, you can see like you're in a room of some kind, but you can't see much else than that. But Ghost, you hear your name yelled.
I look around and try to find where it's coming from.
Sounds like it's coming back from where you started.
All right. Yeah, it must be one of the others. And I would turn back and like hurry because I want to stop her from yelling.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be looking for her, sort of like I wouldn't want to like be too obvious though, like looking into rooms, but I would look into like most of the rooms trying to find her or some of the others.
Okay, there's not a lot of rooms where you're at.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a big long hallway, and there's the area that you came in. It's a little like foggy in here, so it's hard to see.
So I would go back in there.
Go back.
Yeah.
Okay, you're yelling for anybody, starting to kind of push on this glass, and you hear.
You hear me go, Edge, shh, shh, shh. I'm looking for you.
what's I?
No. One moment. Let me find you. Can I do a notice roll?
Yeah, make a notice roll.
8. Oh, I was right. 7.
A 7. So as you come back in here, you left kind of quickly from before, so you didn't really get a chance to look around. But this is actually a really all the rooms that you've been in so far are really long. It just looks like they kind of go on forever. And you notice now that there's a bunch of different tubes, and they're all a little bit fogged up, but there's one of them that's cracked open a little bit, and you can see some movement in it.
Then I would go over there. Edge, was that you?
Ghost, what's going on? Why do I have tubes all over me? Where are we?
I don't know where we are, but that's why we can't scream. Okay, whatever you do.
Get me out of here
I
right
will get
now.
you out of there. Just give me a moment, please. Let me think. And I look around for a control system or something.
Make another notice roll.
That's gonna not work. I'm trying to get my friends. That's a 5.
A 5. Yeah, so you look around and you don't see any central control panel, but you do notice that on the side of each of these tubes or whatever they are, there does seem to be a little bit of like some kind of little control panel there.
Then I would begin fidgeting with it and trying to get it to safely let my friend out.
Make an electronics roll.
All right. Electronics. Let's go. No. 3.
A 3. Okay, so you're continuing to press different buttons and you're trying to understand this readout, and it's just it doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. But as you're doing that, you hear kind of a thud on a tube nearby. Ocelot, you are somewhere else. You're no longer on a train. You seem to be in some kind of case of some kind, and there is something in your throat. There's something connected to you. Make me a vigor roll at a -2.
Vigor roll, vigor roll, vigor roll. Love you. That'll be a 5.
A 5. All right, so you start, I assume, you start to try to pull things out?
Yeah.
Okay, as you do that, it does not feel good, but you feel like you're able to get some of this stuff out without hurting yourself. You do take a level of fatigue, though.
Okay.
You.
Right, sorry, I forgot about that.
Oh, that's all good.
Yeah.
You hear what sounds like a little ways down from where you are, some movement.
All right. I would check. Yeah.
Okay. Edge, as you continue to try to, I assume you're gonna...
I'm trying to open up the glass thing quietly as he's trying to figure something out.
Okay, you're able to push it open. You're still a bit connected to everything, but you can get out of it if you want to.
I can get out. Okay, so I'm gonna climb out and just kind of stare at him and go, what the fuck is happening?
He takes a moment, slow breeze, and goes, one of the other tubes opened up, but I have no fucking clue what this is.
Is he in wires and stuff?
Not now, but he's not wearing his normal clothes. It's like some weird, like, wetsuit type thing. In fact, so are you. You're wearing some weird wetsuit thing. Y'all don't have any of your equipment.
Okay.
Yep. I go, I woke up just a few moments before you did. I'm trying to figure out where we are, what's going on.
Did you have all this on you too?
Absolutely,
I'm gonna start
I did.
ripping it off. Ooh, sorry. Well, there goes one thing I ripped off. I just start ripping everything off of me.
I go, yeah, I also found out 3. He's dead.
What?
Yeah.
What happened? What
I don't
happened?
know.
Do you remember?
I don't know. All right, we need to figure it out. But
How do you know he's dead?
I literally saw his body floating in whatever I saw. I don't really know.
Where's Cat? Where's Ocelot?
I'm trying to find them.
Okay.
Help me.
Okay. And I just start, like, I guess I would assume it's in another tube, so I start looking in tubes and, like, trying to see what I can...
Make a notice roll. Ocelot, are you still trying to get out?
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Okay.
I don't see anything.
Sickest joke ever. Let me out of this fucking thing, huh?
You hear more noise, kind of like a banging off, kind of to the side.
Let me run over there.
Do you see anything, Ghost?
Oh, who's on the outside of there? Who's that?
Ocelot.
Yeah?
Ocelot, get him.
He's in here.
Tell him to be quiet.
Hey, Ocelot. We'll get you out of there. All right? Just calm down. Don't do anything crazy. All right? Please.
I'm gonna walk over and just like I got out the glass one, I'm gonna try and see if I can figure out how to get the glass off of his his tube.
Okay. You're over there too, so
Yeah.
you're both over there?
Yes.
You made a notice roll, right?
I don't see anything. I rolled a 2.
Okay, you saw 2. So you're looking around at the different tubes, but you can't really. You can see that there are bodies in some of these, but you don't recognize anyone beyond that.
Okay.
Need to notice? Or?
No, you already know he's over there. Let's make an athletics roll to see if you can help.
Athletics. No.
I got
Okay,
it too.
so you're also trying to pull on and help Ocelot out. You were able to find him, but you haven't been able to quite get it yet. You've also come over and you want to help?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that glass off
Okay,
as well.
make an athletics roll.
Okay. 5.
5. So you come over and you start pulling on it and you are able to start opening it and you just feel this rush of cool air come in.
What the hell? What the hell are you all wearing?
Is he wearing the same thing? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I
Look
don't
at
know.
yourself. You seem to have gone shopping, it seems.
Okay, cat. Find cat.
Right.
So I start looking at the other ones to find cat. I was gonna say you, but
I start whistling for Lynx.
Nothing happens. Make notice rolls if you're looking
Yeah.
for.
find my sister. 6, 12, 13, 14.
14.
I find her.
Got a 4.
4.
3.
Okay. You are continuing to look around, and you notice that there's just so much. This place seems very long, and it seems to go on for quite a while in both directions. You are looking around at some of the different tubes, kind of trying to wipe because they're a little foggy, so it's a little hard to see. But you actually notice someone that you recognize. It's Debbie.
Debbie? Is she awake like
No.
us? I'll tap on the glass.
Nothing happens.
Hey, guys, I didn't find Cat, but Debbie's in here.
Debbie?
Edge, you are continuing to look and trying to wipe off the different tubes and see, and finally you come upon one, and there's Cat.
I start opening it up.
Okay, all right, make an athletics roll.
4.
4. All right, so it takes you a little bit of time, but you're able to kind of get some leverage and pop it open. Cat seems to be completely asleep.
I start like literally smacking her to wake her up and shaking her.
Okay, you smack her, you shake her, you do everything you can, and she still won't wake up.
No, come on! And I just shake her as violently as I can, and I start unplugging everything.
I want to check her vitals.
Okay, that would be a healing check.
Yeah. Which I don't have. But I want
Story of our life.
Yep.
None of us can heal.
2.
2. So you try to look at the readout that you can see. There's a little readout on the inside. There's a readout on the outside. You're trying to check the vitals, but you just can't figure out how this thing is supposed to work. You're flustered and confused. Cat is not waking up. You're pulling tubes out, and she coughs a little bit. She does seem to be alive, but she's not waking up.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Please refrain from interfering with subjects while in stasis.
I freeze and I go, "Computer? Is that you?" And I'm trying to pretend like I know what I'm doing.
Oh, trying to pretend. Well, if you take a moment and look around, you see a shape.
Oh. I walk very cautiously towards the shape.
It looks humanoid.
Hello.
Hello. My records do not show there were more subjects scheduled for culling today.
Schedule for what? For what?
Culling.
Your subject number?
I am not a subject. I did not agree to be a subject. I am not a subject.
Incorrect.
What the hell's a culling?
My records show you should currently be in a haptic setup.
What's a haptic setup?
I try to pass whatever this is, and I look for a control panel. I want to shut him down.
Oh, you want to shut him down?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can try and get closer. Let's make that. Well, I'll make it electronics. But we're going to, unless you're okay with him coming over and messing with you, it's going to be an opposed roll.
Yeah, I am not okay with that.
Yeah.
That'll be
That makes
opposed with smarts.
All right.
So you roll first, and then we'll do codes.
I roll electronics, he rolls smarts.
We'll do it that way.
Crit fail. I have no idea how to hit
Oh no!
Crit fail. What did you get?
I got an 8.
An 8.
Okay, I look like a person, somewhat androgynous, but I'm wearing what appears to be like some sort of jumpsuit-esque scrubs, and you're going to see, my hands.
Right.
And my head.
It's more the way he was talking that is cluing me into at least a program of some kind.
So you go to try to do something.
Right.
And you realize you don't have your cyber deck.
Right.
You don't have anything at all. And you're pretty sure this is some kind of system, not a person, but it looks a whole lot like a person. And you're just completely thrown off and confused.
Awaking from stasis can be difficult. There are a number of steps you can take to alleviate your condition. May I suggest sitting down and resting?
Stasis from what?
Stasis from the ARC program.
Program? And what is this ARC program?
I saw on the screen readout before I woke up completely something about the ARC program. What is the ARC program?
ARC. Atomic Repopulation Crash. You are part of it. Congrats, you have been chosen. A select few have.
Can you describe what the program is?
I believe I can. Do I,
I think in this instance you would understand the basics of what the program is, that it is repopulation in case of nuclear war or something that wipes out the world.
Affirmative is a repopulation program selected to repopulate the Earth in the event of atomic catastrophe.
Are we in Goshen?
Goshen? My system does not record a mention of that name.
Where are we?
Eden Redux. How about that? That name? Sound familiar?
Incorrect. You were aboard the ARC.
Everyone make a notice roll.
7.
8.
I'm rolling the
7,
same thing.
8,
3.
3,
5 if you want it from me.
5, yeah. You are just
Yeah.
like, what the hell's happening? 7, you said?
8.
I have
8.
the 7.
You have the 7. You notice the occasional kind of like noise off in the distance. You notice that too, but you hear every once in a while just this little like sort of flapping sound and then a drip. Flapping sound and then a drip. You also hear the same noise, but you know what that is. And you know that some of the tubes down a bit further have burst. Some of the cryo tubes have burst.
Okay. This is a medical emergency. I must see to it. What's with Kat's tube? They've started taking the stuff out of it?
Yeah, they've like pulled her
Sorry,
out, pulled stuff out of it, but she's still unconscious.
All right. I will have to deal with this momentarily. Let me check her vitals and make sure she's still alive.
Okay, make a heal check.
If he runs over to her tank, I run over to her tank
It's 8.
and watch.
An 8. You go over to Kat and check her vitals, and her vitals seem strong, but she seems to still be under.
Something has interfered with reconsciousness from stasis. It is unadvisable to mess with subjects' tubes.
But I took my own out.
1 second, please. I have to see to these other tubes at the end of the hall.
No, you
Please
gotta
stay
do her
here.
now. No, wake her up.
She will be fine. Triage order suggests that I should see to these tubes first.
I grab his wrist since I don't have a weapon and I hold him. Wake her up.
You're not authorized to input orders at this time. Thank you. I'm gonna attempt to walk down the...
Do you try to hold on?
Yes, I still hold on.
Okay, make an athletics check, and you can oppose it with strength. I'm sorry, with agility.
I'm using Benny.
Okay.
No, 4.
4. What did you get?
3.
3. So you go to leave, and Edge holds onto you and won't let you go. You try to walk away, but your arm stays behind.
Fix her!
You are currently preventing me from seeing to other patients.
Fix her now!
There's nothing wrong with her. She is just unconscious. Please understand, I realize your stress levels are elevated. That is understandable for someone that you presumably care about. However, there are more patients further down who may be in grave danger. We do not want to sacrifice their lives for someone who's doing all right. It's going to be okay.
I walk over and I put my hands on her shoulders. I'm just like, Edge, let him go. So he said she's gonna be okay.
It is my primary function to see for the health of those aboard the Ark.
Don't touch me.
Before he goes, I just want to ask, what year is it?
I have the answer to this, perhaps.
You do.
Okay.
It is 2097.
It is 2097. The current date is October 19th.
Yep.
What year were we in?
That's hot. Can't remember. I'm not entirely sure you ever knew the year, now that you think about it.
Oh,
Wait,
1997. And I take it he goes off. I walk over to where he's touching on her shoulder, and I go, whatever it is, said that she's okay. She's just unconscious. If that's the case, if that really is the case, she's fine for now. But an atomic, the Ark.
okay, wait. How did you wake up?
I was in the machine and I saw the computer readout saying something about with the date from today, October. I guess October. Do I understand? Do I understand what all that is? Cool. Then I saw the date, October 19th, 2097. So today, and it said the program exit had been initiated. Someone let me out, or the machine let me out for some reason.
Well, I randomly woke up too.
Me too. I just.
Hey, sit here with her. Let me. I want to go down and see if I can kind of follow let me investigate a little bit. You guys,
All right.
stay together.
So you're going towards the sound you heard?
Yeah.
As you start heading that direction, you hear that sound. It's a lot louder, and you can actually see it. There's some piping kind of on the ceiling and on the walls, and every once in a while, it looks like some of them are broken, and it's shooting out some white something or other. So what would you like to do? Do you want to just walk into it, or do you want to try to avoid it?
No. Shooting whites. Is that where the drip sound is coming from as well too?
Seems to be coming from beyond it.
Beyond that, can I watch it? I want to see if I can time it out to where it shoots.
Yeah.
And I wait, and then I want to try to go through it.
Yeah. So you watch it for a little bit, and it seems it's not quite exactly perfect every few seconds, but it seems like you've got about 2 seconds between a shot.
Okay.
So let's make an athletics roll and see if you can get past it.
7.
7. So you wait, you time it, and then finally you go, and you're able to get past it without anything happening. Once you're past it, you can actually see it a little bit clearer on the other side, and it looks like there's a tube that's open, and the dripping sound is coming from there.
From inside the tube?
maybe, or outside it. These are kind of all stacked. They're kind of leaned up against like a wall a little bit, and there's some space between it. So it almost sounds like it's coming from between two of them.
All right. I kind of want to circle out and around it. I don't want to like go directly up to it, but kind of circle out and around and peer inside or next to it.
It doesn't take very long for you to see what's causing that noise. There is a body that has fallen mostly out of the tube, but the head has been, it's like somebody took the very top of the skull off. Brain is missing, and there's a flap of skin that's hanging down, dripping blood, and every once in a while, when a burst of air comes through, it kind of flaps in the air and drips a little bit more.
How's my inspection of the other tubes going?
So far, a lot of the tubes in the area seem fine, but you can tell that a few of them, the cryo is somehow broken. You're not entirely sure why, although this isn't new.
Right.
It seems like there have been a lot of broken tubes lately.
I'll see if I can do anything to repair it.
Okay, all right. Make a repair roll.
3s.
3. So you go over and you try all of the different things that you know that you could possibly do, and nothing seems to be stemming the flow of the cryo.
Okay.
What else would you like to do?
Does this room seem like it's continuing on still farther and everything? But just a notice roll, like looking down, up, everywhere else. If I see anything?
Yeah, make a notice roll.
7.
7. So you look around, you look down a little further. It looks like there's a few more bursts of spray, which you assume is some sort of cryo coolant, something like that, from what this person you found said. You notice as you look down a little bit, it's a little bit hard to see just because of all of the stuff that's coming into the air, but it looks like there are a few other tubes that are open as well.
I want to first walk over to this body that's on the ground. I want to kind of set it up and look at the face.
Okay, you kind of set it up. It's really hard to see much on the face, but it doesn't seem to be anyone you recognize.
Any doors out of this room, or anything that looks like a door?
Not that you can see right here. Back where you were earlier, there was a door nearby, but you don't see any over here.
Can I get to some of these other tubes? Do I have to go through these other spurts, or? I'll go through. I'll investigate one more spurt.
Okay.
Time it out, and then
make an athletics
jump
roll
through again. Whew. Not that many. Oh shit! I gotta come back to this. I'm gonna take the 3.
Okay. All right. So you start to head through, and the timing just seems a little off, and it hits you, and it sizzles and burns on your shoulder. You're just going to take. Do you already have? What do you have level of fatigue?
I have a 1 fatigue.
You're going to take one more level of fatigue as it singes your arm. It doesn't feel very good, but you are able to get through.
Okay. I look over and I see like a plain cart, and I'm just like, oh man, I need something.
It seems like some weird kind of food you've never seen before. It's like a protein ration of some kind.
Eating.
What are you doing?
I'm staying by Cat.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to take everything
What
in.
would you like to do, Ghost?
I want to try to collect myself because nothing I've been doing has made any sense. I want I want to go ahead and try to find some more computer readouts and try to make some sense of whatever I can about like test subjects, what the tests are, or whatever ARC is.
Looking around in here, you don't see any computer systems, which makes you think there've got to be systems because all of this is controlled somehow. But it makes you think it must be in a different room.
Got it. If that's the case, I guess I have to wait for our entity person friend not friend, new thing in the room. I don't think you're a person.
I think it's an AI.
Everyone make another notice roll.
God.
7 for me.
7.
18,
Oh my god.
19, 21, 22.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 22, 7, 9,
3.
3. Okay, you're still just
Yeah.
trying to really get
No idea.
your bearings of what's going on. You hear this first. You hear something mechanical in the distance. It sounds like it's in another room. It sounds repetitive. You hear this too, Ocelot, but it takes a little time because Edge heard it first. You hear it as well, Philip's character.
See.
And you remember, oh, right, there's other things on this station. You probably don't want to go near them, though.
Right.
But you can't remember what they are.
Right. I will return to these 3 subjects that are loose.
Okay.
I don't like being called
We're like
a subject.
animals.
There are other things currently on the station, and it is inadvisable to stay here. I have to find some tools to repair some of the cryotubes. You may come with me. I recommend walking slowly, taking measured breaths.
What?
Can I tell that they aren't doing so hot?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not there.
She's got a wound. We got 2 fatigue over
Yeah.
here, fatigue over here. Yeah.
What's her
I'm
wound
not
from?
close by.
Pulling all the tubes out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pardon my reach. It seems that you were injured.
Yeah.
That is suboptimal.
What does that mean?
It means not working all the way up to.
Let me see if I can do anything about that.
Okay. Make a healing roll.
Okay. Eight.
8. Yeah. You are able to heal the wound here.
Okay. I have
Patch it
a
up.
little belt with some stuff, and I'll
Okay.
like. This should assist your throat. I recommend you keep your voice to a minimum and do not stress. Stress does not help with healing.
But how can I not stress if I don't know what's going on?
Interesting. Some studies show that calm, measured breaths and closing your eyes and focusing on a happy place
Just stare at
assists.
Ghost. Like, what?
What is your designation?
To wake up my sister and figure out where we are.
A lengthy designation. I'll refer to you as to wake.
Excuse me? Wait, what?
He was asking for your identification, your name.
And yours?
Edge. I'm Edge.
Edge.
Ghost.
Don't make fun
Edge
of me.
Ghost.
No, I'm Ghost. She's Edge.
Edge.
It is not to wake.
No.
Okay.
Edge.
Very well. Edge. Ghost.
I'm not there. I went farther
Okay.
down the room.
Further down.
Edge and Ghost. You had a compatriot.
Yes.
He is also recently awoken from cryosleep, and therefore will not be in optimal condition.
He went somewhere over there.
Is that in the direction of the noise? Mm-hmm. That is probably not for the best. We should collect him. I cannot leave this person also. Are you able to carry them?
Who is it? Is it
It's
Cat?
Cat.
Yes.
Great. I perform my function suboptimally when I am weighed down with a subject. You may carry her. We will find your friend.
But you told me not to disconnect anything.
I will finish the disconnections.
All right. So all right. We'll follow you. We'll go get our friend Ocelot.
Ocelot. Very well. That's correct, Ghost. We will find Ocelot, and then we will retreat to a different area where we can find tools to repair the
Where
cryo
are we
chamber.
retreating from?
Retreat is a verb. It means to move away
I
from.
said, what are we retreating from?
A strange noise.
Is that the mechanical noise?
I cannot remember what it is, but it is not great.
Oh, okay.
Where's our regular clothes and weapons?
These are your regular clothes. Weapons are not allowed aboard the creche.
No. I came here with 2 guns and my cool outfit because this is not cool. Where is my clothes?
That outfit is neither cold nor warm. It is optimal temperature for being in cryosleep. Perhaps you refer colloquially to guns. You have both of your arms right there. Also optimal.
I go over to Edge and I go, Edge, something weird is happening here. I don't know what's going on. But let's follow him, because at least he knows more than we do.
Okay.
Technically, I do not have a sex, as I am not a person.
Was I talking to you? No. All right. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Can you disconnect my sister, please?
It is within my functions.
Great.
I love Rossi.
Do you want something?
I'll say that you're able to.
Okay.
I don't think you have to roll for that.
I'll kind of put her on my back.
Okay.
Sling her on my back.
Does this increase your stress level?
No, but it increases my
Very good.
strength. Weakens my strength.
Perhaps it is best if I carry her then.
Don't hurt her.
Oh. My programming does not allow that.
I look over at Edge, having heard all of these things. Edge, I think this person is like what would be like a medical bot where we're from. Like, whose primary purpose is to care for the people here.
Okay.
So, I at least if he wanted to hurt us,
I must reiterate, I am not a person.
whatever it is,
Not a person.
what is your designation?
I am Care Unit 3.
Can we? What?
Care Unit 3.
That's really long. Can we shorten that, please?
An abbreviated version would be CU3.
Great.
CU3.
CU3. Fine. CU3. Nope, that's an R.
All right.
Kerr.
Yeah, I don't know why. I went dyslexic like backwards. I'm gonna hand you Cat. I'll put Cat over your shoulder.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
We gotta find Ocelot.
Yes.
Sorry, we're supposed to stay quiet and calm.
Deep breathing will assist you with that. Though you should continue to have your eyes open, or you may trip.
So, you all are going to find Ocelot.
Yeah.
Okay, you know which way Ocelot went. So, as you come upon these cryo bursts, if you want to get through them, you also need to make athletics rolls. I'll say yours is at a +2.
Okay.
I'm fatigued.
Yeah.
5 for me.
Our little heel robot have anything for that?
5.
I don't want that.
5.
gonna-
Okay, real
sorry,
quick,
7.
I keep
Yes.
forgetting to say this. Let's replenish bennies for everybody.
We did.
Yay. Oh yeah, we did.
did.
We did.
Okay,
and I
good.
used
Yeah,
one,
we're
yeah.
just using them all.
I just want to make sure.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
That's still a 3.
A 3. Okay.
Okay, remember we
And
have
that means-
Medbot here.
Yeah, I'm about to. Well,
CU3.
yeah.
Yeah, you kind of mistime it and get hit.
Yep.
Takes another level of fatigue from bumps and bruises. What did you get?
5.
5. You're able to time it and get through, and you had a 7, right? You are as well. And not long after that, there's a few other cryo areas that you're able to get through. But you do find Ocelot. Ocelot seems to be looking at a dead body.
Ocelot?
No, I had gone through another thing.
Oh.
I was checking out the.
right, you
there
had-
were a couple other tubes, so I went through another thing.
Right. Let's come back to you then.
Yeah.
As you continue down to look at some of the other tubes, there are some that are empty, that are just open. You see some blood that's kind of around another one, but you don't see any more bodies.
Is there a trail of blood?
It looks like there are a few drips that kind of go off back the direction you came from, but then they kind of stop.
And then still just long tubes and spurts of stuff. I wanna whistle again.
Okay.
It's Ocelot.
Nothing.
Looking.
All right.
Ocelot's looking for links.
Yeah.
I would if there's more spurts and everything, and there was a door, I saw blood going back. I just wanted to investigate a little bit. I'll start heading back to the group.
Okay. So you all kind of meet each other halfway, and you find Ocelot coming back, kind of looking at the floor.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there's a dead body, like its brain's missing and half its face is like off and stuff. And watch out for these things. They hurt a lot. I can't.
Are you currently injured?
I'm tired. I'm fatigue weighed.
I'd say you would have something. I think it's governed. We'll say it's governed by healing in this instance, but you would have something that could help with the fatigue, maybe like a shot of caffeine, something like that.
Okay. 11.
11 is with a raise, so I'm going to say that would get rid of both levels of fatigue in this instance.
Holy crap.
This should assist.
What, you literally saw me get blasted by and you just did nothing.
Do you also require assistance?
Yes, I need some assistance, please.
11.
Wow, that will also get rid of 2 levels of fatigue.
It is unadvisable to walk off by yourself. You have just awakened from cryo sleep.
Well, is there other like things we got to be worried about or something? Or?
Well, this guy, I mean, what happened to him?
That subject is deceased.
Well, I
no
get
kidding.
that.
It is no longer within my realm of care. I do not care for objects.
Is that from waking up? You know, could that have happened to us? Like his face like torn off and like his head missing and.
No.
You don't know.
I am unclear what caused these injuries, but it is not from awaking from cryo sleep.
How's she doing?
She's not waking
still
up,
up.
but she's all right.
She remains unconscious, but fully healthy.
All right, so CU3.
What'd you call him?
CU3.
Care Unit 3.
Also, does he look anything like 3?
No.
That was gonna be one of the questions.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I mean, I saw some blood heading back this direction, but is there like a door to get out of this long tubular area?
The cryostack chambers are in this section of the Ark.
What else is on this ark?
Many things.
Like? A city?
Can I remember?
It's a whole ship. I mean, it's a whole station. You know that there's labs, there's mess hall, there's the bridge, there's all kinds of stuff on here.
There are many things aboard the Ark. Different sections have different functions. This function is for storing cryosleep patients, subjects engaged in the Ark's primary function.
How many subjects would you say are here that you're looking over?
There's a lot. There's probably 500 at least.
At least 500 subjects still remain.
So here, but what about the rest of the ship? Like anybody else like alive on the ship or like?
Can I recall?
You're not sure, but you're pretty sure you're the only thing alive. Well, the only thing on here, everything alive is in cryo.
I am the primary care unit that remains functional.
What? Where are these subjects being taken?
The subjects remain in cryosleep.
Yes, after wherever you're prepping them for cryosleep, meaning eventually you wake them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So where are they going after they wake?
After the orders have been given, if repopulation is necessary, they will be sent down to repopulate the planet.
What part of the planet?
What do you mean the planet?
This is called the atomic
Repopulation crash.
population crash. Got it. Basically, wherever.
We are a subsidy of Operation Damocles.
All right. He looks at the other two. He goes, if this is repopulation for something atomic, then this is some kind of measure to save people after some kind of massive atomic event.
Correct.
But you said off planet. Well, like
We're in space.
You all hear that metallic thunking again off in the distance.
What is that noise? CU3.
Unclear.
This is your ship. You're the only one on this ship.
There are many subjects upon the ship.
Yeah, but they're obviously asleep.
I am the only currently functioning functioning care unit.
Can we, like, what direction was that thumping coming from? Back the direction we came or the other
Back the
direction?
direction you came.
Right. Is that bad? Do we need to leave?
You're not sure, but you think that's what else is on the ship. On
Unclear.
this station.
All right. So
There was that door, right? Can we
Yes.
get out the door, maybe get
Let's-
somewhere else on the ship?
let's go somewhere else.
Can we explore?
It is unadvisable to explore, as it connotates the uncertainty.
So where
And
would you
as
go?
my patients, I suggest that we remain together and
right.
out of uncertain situations.
I'm hearing that, I'm gonna go, oh well, and I'm gonna run towards the door and try and open it up. Because he's the only one on this ship.
He knows of.
That he knows of, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
All
open
right.
up the door. I'm gonna go to the towards the door.
Will you give me her? I can hold on to her.
Are you well enough to hold on to her?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'll
Dropping this subject would damage it.
I'll take care of her. All right.
Please refer to our friend as her.
I am sorry, her. I did not mean to offend you.
Someone who made your program was really bad at it, weren't they?
It is not my primary function to interface with subjects, but I do maintain some
Suboptimal programming. Got it.
correct.
It is actually strange because anything that you've come upon before that is an operating system like this doesn't usually have so many memory errors.
Right. All right. So, okay, we're going after our friend who's running around. If we're to stay together, keep up.
All right, so you all are heading back. I'm going to say you were able to time out all of the cryo enough that you can get through it. And you go back out the door that you had gone out, and all of you see the same thing that Ghost saw, which is a window. And you see it's very dark. There are little pinpricks of light everywhere, and there is a big giant ball off in the distance that looks an awful lot like a planet.
She's crazier than when we were up in the Jade Syndicate. That's
How did we get up here?
We walked.
No. No, I mean in space.
I wonder if we haven't been here all along.
So you mean like
Like what?
Like, so, excuse me, CU3.
Yes.
You have no memory of a place called Eden Redux or Goshen.
Correct.
And how long have these subjects been on this ship?
Since their conception.
How many years ago?
You don't know.
Unclear.
Right.
Can we see our files?
Your files are stored digitally
Yes. Where?
in the computer.
In you
On
or
the bridge.
can we go?
On the bridge?
Yes.
We can. We will have to exit this section of the ring.
Okay.
Yeah. If we, just to be clear why I'm saying this, no knowledge of what's going on here. People in cryosleep. From my understanding of anything with cryosleep, we're talking years. You could be in cryosleep potentially until
hundreds,
Hundreds,
thousands of
of
years.
years.
I thought that was just like made up, like
like a story.
movies. Yeah, just
So,
Well, I mean, this isn't far off from the sort of stuff they used at like the high-tech medical operations down in Eden Redux.
I
and,
guess you're
1,000
City.
years is highly theoretical.
yes. But regardless,
let's,
we need to figure out what's here. We need to get to the bridge.
Do I remember the way to the bridge?
Yeah, it's so you remember that the layout of this station is big old circle. The bridge is in the very center.
Right. The bridge is in the center, and therefore will have limited artificial gravity.
oh, we're gonna fly.
You will not fly so much as continuously fall, but you will experience it as floating.
Right.
The rotation of the ring provides gravity commensurate to that on the planet.
How do we get gravity?
By rotation,
Simple math.
Basically, the idea is, when we're in this part of the station, we can walk around normally.
Right.
But the center isn't spinning, and therefore we won't have gravity. So when we go to the bridge, we'll be floating. And he looks over at the machine and he's like,
We will float when we're in the center.
Is this Rossi talking or is this you three?
Let's see you three. Okay. It will have no long-term effects, though extended time in zero gravity can have effect on bone density. I do not recommend you spend years floating.
No, I just want to look at my files.
Let's go. And I want to check on Kat too.
Okay. I mean, Kat seems fine, but she just won't wake up.
Can I look around and see if there's anything I can use to make, like, of scraps, like a harness of some kind keeping her so that he could use his arms, but like she stays on him?
Yeah.
Sure. Make a notice roll.
You want a cat backpack?
I want like the
Cat pack?
Something just to secure her. I'm gonna Benny that.
Okay.
That's not smart, but let's do it. Oh my god! It was the same exact roll.
That's the worst.
I hate it. 3.
3. So you look around, but there's not much in here other than the cryo tubes.
I'm changing dice.
It's okay. I got a good grip on it. Let's just go.
All right.
So you all are looking to head to the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back out into you're already out into the space where you can see through this window, and it's like a long hallway. But you would know that if you just go down a little ways, there's multiple entrances to the bridge. You just have to get to one of them, so it's not all that hard.
There are multiple ways to enter the bridge. The closest one is this way.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay.
The closest one to enter the bridge is this way.
Okay, I'm fine. You can talk to me normally.
All right. So you all
that
are headed
true?
that way. Okay. It's very close. You don't have to go very far. And you do see there's kind of like a hallway, and then there is a door. It looks like probably an auto door. So you all go up to it.
All right.
Doesn't open.
Of course.
I look at paneling to see if there's any computer
Okay.
to use.
Yeah, it looks like there's a panel on the side, and you can kind of pull it apart. You want to see if you can hack it open?
Yeah.
Okay, make a hacking roll.
These are new dice. Come on, don't fail me. Okay, that's a 6.
A 6? All right, so it takes you a little bit of time kind of messing around, pulling out some wires, tapping them together, seeing what does what, and then finally you get the right organization of things and the door opens.
All right.
What do we see?
Yeah, what do we say?
It seems a bit dark in here, but as it opens, a few lights start to kick on. And the first thing you see is a series of windows that is a much bigger view of space.
Wow.
But beyond that, there's nobody in here as far as you can see. Would you like to go inside?
Is this the bridge? Is there limited gravity, or was I wrong?
Yeah, there's limited gravity. You all aren't fully floating, but it's almost kind of like
Bouncy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yes, let's go in.
All right. I'm having a little bit too much fun bouncing around.
All right, you go in. Once you come in here, I mean, you all haven't been on something like this before, but it seems standard as far as you can tell. It looks like there's just a bank of computers and dials and buttons, a few seats. It looks like there's sort of a captain's seat of some kind, and there is a door on one wall as well.
Is the captain in cryo? See you three?
There is no captain aboard this ship, aboard this station, as far as you know.
No.
What do you know? What?
Captain is not currently in cryo.
So where is he?
Unclear. No captain is currently aboard Ark.
So who drives this ship?
The ship does not drive. The ship rotates around. It is in orbit around the planet.
This Think of this like a station.
No, I get that, but then why is there like a boss chair there?
Your stress levels are elevated.
Well, remember, we don't know how long we like this has been going on and everything, and obviously he's helpful, but he's not. It's helpful, but not as helpful.
Okay.
And can you please not tell us about our stress levels? That makes us more stressed. Thank you.
Noted.
Any computer banks turn on as we walk
Yeah.
in?
Yeah, they look like they are on.
I'm gonna sit down and start trying to mess with computers.
All right.
How big is the cat? I want to go over and like put Cat in the Catton's chair.
It would be big enough to set her down in that.
Set her in the Catton's chair.
The captain's chair.
Um,
That's a 6.
What are you rolling for?
I'm trying to get information on the station on ARC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you start kind of messing with the computer, seeing what you can find. One thing you do notice is a digital date that shows the date as exactly what CU3 said as October 19th, 2097. You also notice that there is a note it's sort of blinking that the space station was taken offline.
Can I look into that log a little bit more to see either what caused it or like how long ago that was? Was that today that it was taken offline?
So as you kind of look, there is some more data information. It says it was taken offline September 22nd, 2081.
While they're doing this, I just want to go through and check everybody.
Okay.
Make sure they're okay, see if there's anything I can do.
Okay, you're checking everyone's vitals, basically.
Yeah, basically.
So as you all are going about, you're checking computers, looking around. Every once in a while, CU3 comes up and just kind of starts looking at you and seeing what's going on. As far as you can tell, everyone seems pretty stable, except that they're just so stressed.
Yeah.
Just so stressed.
Stress, nothing in this game.
Way too much stress. As you look a bit further into that data, it looks like it was taken offline by someone who had credentials to do so.
Oh. So this is strange. The year right now is October 19th, 2097.
Yeah.
In September, the 22nd at 2081, it seems that someone deliberately took the station offline. Someone with the credentials to do so.
But that was like what, 7? How many years ago was that?
That was like
16
16
years ago. And this place is still operational.
It's, I mean,
Hold on. What was the person's name that took us
I'm
off?
trying to get their information.
Just a series of numbers.
All I get is a series of numbers. It's not giving me their actual designation beyond that.
Okay, find information on us.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
Find information on us.
All right. Looking for test subjects.
Okay. Make, I'll say electronics roll. What are you and Ocelot doing? Anything?
I think I'd just be leaning over his shoulder, like listening intently.
You said there was another door. You said there was another door, one that looks like the one we came in, or?
It looks similar, but it's a bit smaller. But yeah.
I'd probably go investigate that.
Okay. Yeah, you go over there, and as you get close to it, it opens, and inside it looks like a small office.
Yeah, I'll just tell them, be like, I'm gonna investigate in here, and I'll go into the office.
Okay. All right. And so you want to look around in the office.
Yeah.
Make a notice roll.
4.
You got a 4.
Yeah.
And you were trying to look into
Test subjects.
test subjects. So you search, and you do actually find a section where it lists test subjects, and it looks like it's like a file that has all of the different. It has like numbers for each tube, and you see some of them are grayed out. And they have like dates next to them, and there's all different dates when they've been grayed out. But what else are you looking for here? Are you looking for anything?
Yeah. So I'm seeing numbers. I'm seeing some people grayed out. I'm trying to see where. So I know something odd is up with the fact that I have these ideas of Eden Redux, but we're on a space station and we probably have been here for a while. So I wanted to see if there's any way to find like programs, like anything is similar to Goshen or like or Eden Redux or whatever.
Okay.
That would make a little bit more sense as to why we all have that memory.
Okay. All right. Well, as you are looking at everyone, you see that there is next to some of them, there is the letters OS. Next to some of them, the ones that are grayed out don't have that next to it. And if you continue, like if you click on one of them, it kind of gives a bit more information. And if you click on someone, it actually lists. If you click on one of the numbers, it lists a name, it lists a little bit of information about them, and then it says in operating system.
In operating system. And what information can I gather around that operating system?
You don't see anything else, at least in this file.
All right. Okay, so at least from what I can gather, how many test subjects are left operational on the station?
It looks like there are 493.
All right.
Those are the non-grayed out ones?
Yes.
There have been grayed out. Oh, sorry. I look at everyone else and I go, so I can't really get much information on the different test subjects.
I'm not in there.
Oh, right. I can't get much information on the test subjects, but I can say that there are about 493 still in cryostasis.
That matches my records. And while he's saying that, I'm going to start massaging his shoulders.
Okay, I like it.
Try to relax.
It's hard to relax when a random person or thing is touching you. Please refrain from doing that.
Don't call him a thing.
What should I call him then?
See you three.
Fine. I can't do that when CU3 is touching me. Please don't do that anymore. Thank you.
I understand. Please try to remain not so recumbent.
As this is happening, you're staring at the screen and you see one of the numbers go offline.
Oh. CU3, how often are these cryo chambers going offline? How many of these have you been noticing?
Well, it does seem like there have been a lot going offline lately, but they're not supposed to be going offline much at all, unless they're calling. But
Right.
that's not usually this often.
I do the calling?
No, but you're not sure who does.
Right. Unclear. It is suboptimal.
All right. So,
With some frequency, but my records do not show. How often?
okay. Are there any common threads, any things that are linking?
There are no threads involved in cryosleep chambers.
It's a figure of speech. Are there things like... Remember, this computer is simple.
Incorrect.
Oh, you're pretty simple. I believe.
I hold the equivalency of multiple medical degrees.
That's fair. Anyway. Since when has this begun? The loss of these different test subjects?
You can't be sure, but you feel like it's been at least 16 years.
My records show at least 16 years, but the exact date eludes me.
It's probably 9/22, 2081, but, you know.
Ocelot, did you make a notice roll for the office
Oh, I
space?
definitely. Oh, I did. I got a 4.
A 4. Okay, so you are looking around in here, and there are some files that you notice on the desk, and one of them says Operation Damocles on it.
Yeah, I'd go over and read that for sure because that was something I heard him mention.
Okay, so you open this up, and it's just like some papers that are listing a few different things. It's kind of like it just looks like a list of data. But you notice that it says Operation Damocles, soldier program in case of nuclear war. It has the ARC, and it lists all that on there. It says repopulation program in case of nuclear war. And it says, it has next to it, created by the Union. And then you also catch a few other things. You catch the word mirror heads, and next to it, it says auto system guards. Those are the main things that stand out to you in here.
I'd probably go through some of the other cabinets or drawers, or just trying to find anything.
Okay.
Any other information.
You continue to dig in here. You don't really see anything that jumps out to you that seems pertinent. It seems like it was literally somebody's office. You assume it was whoever was in charge here. It's mostly been cleaned out except for this file and a few other things, but nothing that jumps out at you.
I would, I'd grab those files and then I'd head back into the other room.
Okay. All right. Everyone make a notice roll.
8.
8,
4.
4,
5.
11.
5, and 11. As you come back out, everybody hears this. It's very loud this time. You hear a... But it sounds mechanical, and you hear it get louder and then get quieter until it stops.
Do I remember what this is?
Oh, you don't. But you know you should stay away.
It is advised to stay away from the source of that noise.
Yeah, but what is it?
My records do not show that.
Can we?
Where's your memory processor held?
Do I know?
Yeah, you would probably know that it's in your head.
It is in my cranium.
They gave you a brain. Got it.
I'm gonna start looking at him to see if I see anything like electronic or like a chip or.
I mean, looking at him, he looks pretty solid. If there is something, there must be some way to access it that you can't see.
So, CU3,
Yes.
there may be some issues with your memory.
It is likely. I have not been maintained by another in some time.
How would one
Yeah.
try to repair some of that?
It would have to be an expert.
Can we see where you get repaired?
I repair myself,
How?
using my own knowledge of my own system.
No.
If I would like to try to help. I, at least, am pretty good with computer systems.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I am not sure if my programming allows another to maintain me.
You just said no one's maintained you, meaning
Yeah.
that someone would maintain you. So I guess you lied? You were incorrect?
I may be mistaken.
Yes.
There are some holes in my memory.
All right.
As
Yeah.
well. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I come out and I'm like, hey, I did find some stuff, and I relay the information to them about the soldier program, about the ARC created by the Union, and auto system that the Mirrorheads were considered auto system guards.
Auto system guard.
Now, what does that mean anything to you? I mean, talking about auto system guard, Mirrorheads. I mean, obviously, if we were all in this big thing, none of that means anything to you.
It is not my area of expertise. Records show a certified technician may repair me.
Is there a good place for like an engineer's room or someplace else that we can go on this ship?
There is an engineering section on the ship.
Easy to get to?
Ease is relative.
Okay. Take us there.
I mean, how many other people are you running around helping right now?
Technically, 493.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but-
awake.
I thought we were staying together.
We should stay together.
So
It is safer for you until you are sent down to Earth or ejected.
Sent down to Earth.
Or ejected.
When do we get sent down to Earth?
Unclear. I have not been given that authorization.
Who does that?
Unclear.
Yeah, it would depend on whoever was in charge. There's no one here right now.
Have we heard of Earth? Mm-hmm. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if we can get his memory. I'll go back over and I'll pick Cat up.
Okay. All right, so you all are planning to head to engineering.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so you go back out. Who is heading out first?
I guess I would have to.
I don't know.
That's very true. So make a notice roll. Who's behind CU3?
I'll go. Okay, yeah, go for it.
I don't
Make a
trust
notice
him.
roll. 10.
Yes.
You see a shadow moving off in the distance, and again you hear that getting quieter.
Getting quieter as in farther away, or getting
That's what
quieter?
it seems like.
Okay.
Yeah. No. 2.
Okay.
You are focused on making sure everyone's coming up behind you.
I'll hesitate for a second, and when it seems like it's getting farther away, I'll continue on.
Okay. All right. So to get to engineering, you have to go past medbay, so you know that area, and you can just go straight past it.
As if I'm a tour guide, I'll say.
Yeah.
Medical bay.
Medical bay here.
Perfect.
And as you do, the door opens, and you are up front. You actually see inside. There's a body on a table in there, and then the door closes, and CU3 continues on.
CU3. What was that?
The medical bay.
Yes, the person on the table. What's happening with that?
A subject.
For?
You don't know.
Unclear.
I turn around and go
Yeah.
in there.
Oh, okay. So the doors open back up, and you do go in. And in fact, when you get in closer, there is a body that looks like somebody just stopped in the middle of an autopsy. They've been completely cut open. There are organs sitting on a tray nearby, and there is a jar with a brain in it.
And they're fresh, relatively, or is it fester?
Relatively fresh. It looks like it's been here for a little while. It doesn't smell very good.
Okay.
This body has begun to decompose.
Right. So who's doing this?
Unclear.
And why?
Look.
Wait. No, I have a question, please.
So many questions. He obviously has no idea what he is talking about, and we're sitting here trying to figure out all these little things. Let's go fix him, and then maybe we can finally figure it out.
I'll take it out while they're talking. I'll look around at the different parts, see if I can piece anything together.
In the room?
Yeah, the different parts of this subject.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Something, you know why this is here, but you can't, it's like that memory is blocked. You can't access that data.
I cannot access the data on this current subject, but I can see the brain has been removed and the heart.
Okay, let's
All right.
continue on.
Let's go. You're right.
Yeah.
We need to fix his memory.
Sorry, it's
No, you're right. You're right.
she's still out, and I just want all of us to be okay.
Are there any sedatives in here?
Make a notice roll.
No.
I'm gonna be carrying like all 3 of them.
4.
4. You look around, you don't see any sedatives, but you do see a can of spray skin and a med kit.
I'll take it.
Okay, the can of spray skin has 2 applications left.
Okay.
Okay, so you all are headed out,
Yeah.
and you are heading to engineering. So you know that engineering, and there is also a lab on this space station. They're like kind of connected between the two.
Okay.
So you all head to engineering. You're almost there. You walk past another door that opens. You're still in front. Make a notice roll.
This is engineering.
That's the first one since we started back since last. That's an 8.
There is, as those doors open, you see this big, giant machine of some kind. You see a little bit of movement, and then the doors close. That wasn't engineering, though, but CU3 is ahead a little bit, pointing at engineering, which is the next door.
All right. There was a big robot back there.
Robot?
Yeah. Do you know anything about that?
You aren't sure.
Unclear.
Can we look?
we're supposed to be staying away from the loud noises, right?
You think the loud noises are coming from here?
I think they could be the robots. Maybe.
Yeah, let's dip it. Let's dip inside.
Okay.
Let's get in there.
Go into
Are we going in the room?
No.
No, engineering.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, Cat, check out what's inside there. You awake yet?
All right. So you all go into engineering, and once you go in there, it's like a big round room, and there's a bunch of humming equipment, machines, things like that. But you do see a couple of areas where it looks like a docking bay for something like CU3.
Oh.
All right. We have found your home.
Technically, all of Ark is my home.
Yes, but this is where you get repaired, and that's what we came for.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Correct.
Rossi doesn't trust us now.
I mean,
I don't know.
So you would know that this is like sort of where you can sleep, your system's charged, things like that.
Oh.
So you can dock here.
you're a Borg.
Yeah, you can dock. I mean, you this is where you come when you're not currently in use.
Right.
But
This is a suboptimal time to.
We need to
reset.
fix your memory so that we can find out whatever is moving around on this ship.
If I am shut down, there will be no current care unit to facilitate health and safety of subjects.
How long will it take to repair your systems typically?
I mean, it depends on what the problem is. It could take anywhere from a few minutes to a whole night.
Do you think that maybe he gets?
There is
in
a
there,
time range between minutes and multiple dozens of hours, depending on the problems.
Can you just go in there and they can just do a quick
Just
diagnostic?
A quick diagnostic, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Don't know.
I could perform a quick diagnostic.
Allow me to help.
And I watch intently, so I was like, where does he plug in?
So you're going to go over and
Sure.
So CU3 goes and basically stands on this system, and there's kind of a place where he can kind of lean back onto it. And then there's a little panel that opens on the back of his head, and there is a like tube that comes out, or a cord that connects in. And then you kind of see his eyes flutter, and begins to run diagnostics.
I'm running over to the nearest computer thing and starting to try to mess with it.
Yeah, there's a system, and you can see it's running a bunch of numbers, a bunch of different things like that. It doesn't take very long, and then your eyes open back up. Everything is totally fine.
System currently functioning.
All right.
Ask him a question.
Yeah. What are the things we're staying away from on the ship right now that you've been telling us to look out for?
You don't know.
Unclear.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
memory problem. All right. Fine. I need to repair some of your memory functions, it seems. There's something that you're obviously not seeing in your diagnostic, but that is very clearly lapses in your memory.
The logical thing to do would be to run a diagnostic upon the diagnostic to see if it is functioning.
What you're gonna do?
No, he wants to run a diagnostic test on the diagnostic. That's hilarious. Just CU3. You are a carer of test subjects, yes?
Correct. That is my primary function.
I'm a carer of machines. Allow me to do my job.
Technically, you are unemployed.
Wow.
That was rude. Yeah. Well, I still have the skills. So please, can I at least try to fix your memory? It may help you do better to take care of the test subjects and figure out why there are issues with the cryos.
I do not know if it is advisable to allow someone who has never been out of cryosleep to use their skills they believe they have.
Allow me to at least try to prove it.
That does not go against any of my current programming.
All right.
Okay. So you're trying to access the system. I'd say I would take hacking or electronics, kind of depending upon how you're approaching this.
I'm hacking.
Okay.
You know, I want to get past whatever. Like, there's obviously something that's either distorting or blocking his memory. I'm trying to get past that and unlock it or remove it.
I will assist Ghost, since
Okay.
he does not actually know what he is doing.
You make a support roll.
Sure.
I'll say with electronics.
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
Okay. It tells you a bunch of information that just does not make any sense.
All right. That's a 7.
A 7. Okay, so you get into the system and you can kind of see like the readout. This is like, while it's connected, you can kind of see all the different systems and how they're operating. And it does look like everything is operating as it is supposed to. But you look in the memory system, you see that it is set to wipe memory every 24 hours.
Oh.
But only for certain things. It doesn't list what those certain things are, but only specific things.
Can I see where, like, has that been a part of his programming since its inception, or is it something that has been changed, for example, on a specific day?
It's hard to tell.
Unclear.
But it definitely is not a usual thing to find in a system like this.
So I look at CU3 and I'm very smug about it. I go, so CU3,
Yes.
you're right. I looked at the diagnostic data. Everything looks correct, except, and then I twist the monitor out and I go, look here. Does this look normal for a computer program as complex as yours is?
It is
to
my
have their memory wiped every 24 hours? So only on very specific things?
It is my current programming.
It is. But is that normal? Has that always been your programming? I bet you he can't tell me that. And then I take that back. I go, this is strange. Someone or something programmed you to forget things.
Correct.
Right? And that every program I've ever seen that is supposed to be for long-term care would not have their memory wiped every 24 hours. That's suboptimal.
It is suboptimal. It is suboptimal.
So, someone's tampering with your program.
I am the only person currently on the ship.
Yes, and someone also turned off the systems and people have started dying for the last 16 years.
Right, and they're not on the ship.
Doesn't mean it's not possible.
The primary function of the Ark allows for culling.
What you've said this a couple of times now. Can you give us a little more information on this culling?
Can I?
Oh.
The atomic repopulation crash is designed to repopulate the Earth should there be atomic disaster. Repopulation of the Earth requires optimal functioning subjects. Subjects that are mutated in any way or possess suboptimal health are exited from the program.
He looks slowly around at his friends. And
Ones that,
are mutated.
Irreparable harm to the gene pool will affect repopulation of the planet.
When these subjects are culled, how are they disposed of?
Can I remember that?
Yeah.
They are ejected from the Ark. Literally.
Megan, do we remember before the bullet train all the people we saw with extra body parts?
Yeah, you remember them.
exactly what I was talking
So
about
how come
beforehand.
that's why they were killing them and bringing them to the lotto. But how did they get down on Earth without being...
They weren't down.
They
on
weren't
Earth.
down there. I mean, obviously that was put in our head. He just said that they've been rejected.
Yeah. When I woke up, I saw 3 floating in space.
I have been here the whole time.
You are CU3, I thought. Not 3.
I misheard. My apologies.
So they were taking people and sending them into space. So the lotto was killing them.
Then how come we're up here if we don't have? This doesn't make any sense.
Well, remember, we're also technically we broke onto the train itself and got up here. You actually look over and Ocelot's like actually sitting down on the ground, like with his back up against the wall, and he's got like Cat's head like in his lap.
Did you want to do anything else with the system?
I want
Yeah,
to try to
fix the
fix it. I'm
memory.
trying to fix it, but I can't actually, like, I couldn't get anything else from that
Can't
data.
you hack?
I'd like,
Yeah.
Sorry.
You could. I'd let you hack to see if you could.
Yeah,
find
hack
it.
is
okay, oh, yeah.
Override it.
What, can I do a repair?
Sure. Yeah, you can do a
Yeah,
repair.
override his system.
Oh, I wish.
I whistle at CU3 to help.
Alright, repair. Woo! That's a 2.
A 2.
So I can't get it.
Okay, so you get in there and you try, but you can't seem to figure out how to get this function to stop.
Maybe there's like some manual instructions.
Oh no, I asked you about all the other stuff as well too.
You all hear sounds very close, and you know there's a door that is kind of on the other side of the wall, back towards the lab that you all passed before. You hear that noise, it gets really, really loud, and then it stops. It gets loud again, and then dissipates.
Did it sound like it turned around and walked back the way it came?
Could be.
Can I run over to the computer systems and look for something that's like graphical data on like movement in the ship?
Sure. Make an electronics roll.
3.
3. So you start looking around, you trying to figure out quite how to search, what to search for, but you can't see anything that seems to track that.
CU3,
Yes.
is there security systems on this ship? Like video surveillance?
Yes.
Can you take us to that room?
I believe it is operated from the bridge.
So, yeah.
We should go back to the bridge.
All right.
Quietly.
I want to see what's walking.
Let's sneak back to the bridge.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you all head back towards the door you came in, and it is locked.
Damn it.
It's locked.
Into the bridge or
You in engineering.
engineer? We're locked in?
There is another door out, but
I-
it goes through the lab.
Can I try to hack the door open?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't like being locked in. Don't do that. 7.
7. So you go over and you start trying to hack the system, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to matter what you're doing. It isn't working.
I guess we have a door. I scoop up Cat and
Yeah, we head through the other door.
Okay. So when this door opens, you all see a room that is full of tables, full of beakers, mechanical machinery, all kinds of things. And you also see this giant machine that is bending over a body. And as you walk in, it starts to look up at you all. And we're gonna go into combat.
Wow!
Yep,
Oh my
and
God.
we have no weapons.
maybe.
You can hack.
I can try, but I couldn't hack a door open, so
Oh
let
my
me tell
god.
you.
Oh wait, I have to go look at my initiative. I was like, where's
This
my
is not a
initiative? Wrong game.
Ace of hearts for CU3
Ooh,
here.
CU3.
2 of hearts.
I can't.
You can give
Can
Randy
I
a
still
joker
use
this
mine
time.
or
Edge.
Yes.
can I use my quick?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know
3
if like
of
I'm
hearts.
very reprogrammed.
A 4 of hearts. Did I shuffle a 5? Okay.
No, you
Shuffle.
I did shuffle. I just didn't shuffle well. We'll use this deck. All right, let's try to be honest. All right, King of Hearts for CU3.
Queen of hearts? No.
A King of Spades.
Did you
Randy
shuffle this
really
one?
wants
I
that is the
did
deck that
shuffle.
I use, so
Right?
it has been shuffled.
A Jack of Diamonds for
I'll take the Joker.
Ghost, and a 10 of clubs
I
there.
try to call it.
And our friend here has a Jack of Spades.
Okay.
All right.
You first, Diana.
It's me. I look around. Do I see any improvised weapon?
Make a notice roll.
Like a crowbar, notice roll. A piece of lead pipe. Damn. Nope. That's 2 2s. I'm gonna use a Benny.
Okay.
That's 1 2. Nothing. I see nothing.
You look around. You don't see anything. Would you like to do anything else?
I'm going to take cover or run and hide or.
Okay. You could probably. I mean, you all just opened the door, so you could pretty much like back up against the wall.
For
on the
now.
other side.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That was you. Let's see. Who's next? We had a.
I got a 10.
Sorry.
It's
okay.
me.
What do you have?
Key.
Okay. Oh, so it's your
Oh.
go.
Yeah, so I'll look around. What is in this lab?
This, now you remember, now that you see it, this is an automaton. And they are all over this space station. Very, very dangerous.
Are they dangerous to me?
Not that you know of, they don't seem to care much about you.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else in this lab?
I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff in this lab. Is there
Okay.
something particular you're looking for?
No. I'll hold my action.
Hold, okay.
It's
one of
you.
the Jack, is it me? Okay. So this thing is, you can see, is actually standing over a body and is holding a brain in its hand. Next to it is what looks like another, like, machine parts, but it seems to not be on because its eyes are not glowing. But it looks up and sees you. It sets the brain down and you hear a lot of whirring sounds. That's all it's gonna do this turn. Who is next? Okay.
All right. We just came out of engineering, correct? And we're like at the door. Did we pass anything like a welding gun or like items in engineering that could be crafted into some kind of weapon?
Good question. Make a notice roll.
All right. Because I will run back and try. Yeah, I forget what my this is every time.
Ooh, there you go.
10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Yeah, you're panicking. You're looking around. You're trying to remember if you saw anything. And in fact, you do feel like you remember seeing a tool of some kind. It was near the front entrance. So you turn back around, and in fact, you do find a laser welding torch.
Ooh.
And I am going to grab that and hand it to my friend.
All right.
Because I am not as good as she is.
Okay. I think that sounds good. All right. So now you have one laser welding torch.
Okay.
It will be utilized using fighting.
Okay.
It is melee. Technically, it's an improvised weapon. So in this instance, you'll take a -2 to utilize it, I believe.
Okay.
And the damage is strength plus d6 plus 1.
Okay.
And it has AP 12.
Whoa.
Okay.
Can I recall anything about, would these automatons be dangerous to my subjects?
As you are standing here, now that you see them, it's recalling memories from you. And yeah, they are super dangerous. They are specifically, often lately, destroying your subjects.
Okay. Do I know anything about how to shut one of these down?
Not that you can recall.
Okay, then I would like to just spend my action to look at it and see if I can put anything together how to shut it down.
Okay, let's say make a notice roll.
Eight.
8. The best way to shut this thing down is to remove its head.
Okay. These automatons are incredibly dangerous to you. Removal of its head will disable the device.
Head. Got it.
All right.
I guess
Nice.
that takes it to me.
Okay.
I'm still holding on to Cat, and I haven't tried it yet. I want to see if I can get my hand to transform.
Okay. You want to try to do that?
I'm gonna see.
Go for it.
See if it does it or if it was all in my brain. A 4.
So you focus in, try to get your hand to transform. It won't do it.
Taking my hand, taking my lynx cat right now. Oh damn! I look around. Is there any tanks or anything in engineering?
Any tanks?
Yeah.
Like some sort of like an oxygen or
Oxygen
a
tank or something?
Sure, make a nose roll.
It's a 6 on that one, probably. Told ya. A 9.
A 9. Yeah, so you look around and you can see that it looks like in each room they actually have oxygen tanks that are just there for safety. So you can find 2 of those tanks in this room.
Okay. Yeah, I'll run because we're all still technically in the room. I want to rush over, like set Cat down and like see if I can move one of these things.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll say they're not very big, so you'll be able to move one of those. Okay, did everybody go?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm holding my tank.
Next round, we've got a Joker.
Oh!
Bennies!
Yeah.
Oh my
Gets a
goodness!
Benny. A 10 of diamonds.
Thank you.
For Edge. A Queen of Hearts.
I like it.
For Ghost. And an Ace of Clubs.
Nice.
For Ocelot. And for our friend here, a Queen of Diamonds. All right, so what would you like to go or do you want to wait?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, waiting. Then who's
I
next?
got the ace.
Ocelot.
Yeah, I'll run back into the room. How far away is this thing into the room?
It's about in the center of the room from where you are, so it's maybe a couple yards.
Cool. I'm going to chuck this tank at it.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna say let's make this an athletics at a -1 since it's a bit heavy.
Okay. But I'm strong though. That'll be a 4.
A 4. Okay. Yeah, you are able. It's a little hard for you, but you're able to just kind of chuck it into the room, and it rolls a little bit towards where the automaton is.
Cool. And I dip back, and I want to go grab the other tank.
Okay. All right. So that's what you're off to do. You'll be able to get over there, but you won't be able to pick it up quite yet this turn. Okay. And
I have a 10.
you have a queen. I have a queen of diamonds. You have hearts, so you will be first.
Yeah. So he just chucked, like right under it, a giant tube of oxygen. Mm-hmm. Can I find anything in this room that would let me blow it up?
Make a notice roll.
I mean, but yours is like melee. You will have to be in there, and you'll get hit by that blast. I don't like that, so I'd rather blow it up from far away.
I mean, that's what I usually do too.
That's that Joker,
We just
Benny.
got it.
Yeah.
Now it's gone.
Yeah.
Be news.
A little robot is trying to attack us. I have a 4.
A 4. Yeah, you look around and it looks like you can find a nail gun of some kind. It would be probably pretty difficult to shoot from this distance and hit, but you could try.
Yeah. I mean, it'll explode. It just won't be like fire explosion, which is what I want. I want it to like boom. But, you know, I'm feeling bold. All right. I open the door, peer out.
Okay,
So I get a -2?
yeah, this would be -2 because it's technically be a second action here.
Yep. Let's find out.
Oh, what?
I feel bold.
You're feeling bold. Feeling bold.
It did it. It's a 5.
A 5. All right, so you are able.
What a -2 though, right?
I had a -2. Oh, never mind.
Oh, 3. You point the nail gun as best you can at one of the oxygen tanks and fire. And you see the nail gun, it's really hard. It's not really good at a range like this, and it just kind of goes a little bit past it.
It's fun. That's me.
All right, next up
Is the thing.
is, yes. So you see this thing, it was making a bunch of whirring sounds before, and you notice from its stomach, this giant gun comes out and it starts to fire. Who was closest? You were the
Yeah,
most
I was in the
recent
door,
there.
yeah.
You were in the door, so it's going to fire at you. Is anyone else in the door? You're beside
I'm
it.
kind of near it.
Okay, it's
No, I
firing
ran back
right
to
at the
get in the
door.
tank.
All right, this has a rate of fire of 5.
Oh my god.
So
Wait, what does that mean? I forgot.
It means it hits
It means I
5
could shoot
times.
5 times for every
5
action.
times!
5
And we
times.
have no armor right now.
You don't, so you are all whatever you are at without your armor.
That's not true. These suits are like, give us a +10 to our armor.
Yes, yeah, oh god. Okay, all right, so all of these are coming right at Ghost.
Yeah.
So we've got, what is your parry?
It's a 2.
I mean, I guess it's firing, so it doesn't really matter. So we've got 2 misses and 3 hits. What did you say it was? A 2?
Yeah, my parry? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's not, sorry, that doesn't matter in this instance.
Toughness.
So we've got, what is that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 with a raise and 2 regular hits.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's 3.
So, let me see, damage.
Nope. It's fine.
All right, here goes
If I die, I
the
die.
first one.
It's the end of the season.
What is your toughness?
4.
4. Okay, so that is a 7.
So that's 3.
So that would make you, yeah, that would be shaken. Here's the next one. That's another 7, which would give you a wound. Would you like to soak it?
I can't.
You can't soak it. Okay, that's going to be a wound. And then here's the final one. Oh, that's not too bad. That is 8.
That's, yeah, I mean, it hits. It's 1 above. It's,
Yeah, so that would give you 2
2
wounds.
wounds.
1 wound. 2 wounds. Yeah.
And,
Right.
and
Yeah. So you would have 2 wounds from that.
so
3
2 wounds from that one?
Just 2 wounds.
Just 2 wounds.
Right. Thank you. 1 raise. That's
Okay.
where I always get confused.
1 raise equals 1 wound. So I'm shaken with 2 wounds.
Yes.
Got it.
You are. And after it shoots all of that,
After?
I'm sorry, Jordan's just back here just making all of these faces and it's great.
I know it's not fair.
Yeah.
He knows. He knows.
You see its shoulders start to shift and this giant weapon
No, no,
comes
no, no,
out
no, no, no,
and
no,
it
no, no.
launches a grenade.
In the ship?
At me?
Oh my god!
Yes, it does. All right, I guess that's shooting as well.
Yeah.
God.
Oh man, I forgot to do that. Oh god, it aced it.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Wow, okay, so that is 7, so that will
That will
Hit?
Yeah.
And okay. Where are my d8s?
Where are my D8s?
Oh no, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I was gonna say, why is that one more explosive than my grenades, huh? That's not fair. Mine were 6s.
This guy's also 20 foot
12
robot.
All right, so this is going to do 12 damage in a radius.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's gonna knock you out.
Yeah, I'm knocked out.
It'll
It's
hit
gonna
me.
do damage
Yeah.
to you. What I have a medium burst template. I think that's it in this instance. It'll just be
Okay.
the 2 of you. So you're gonna take 12. What is your parry?
So if I'm at, I would be technically at 4, right? Oh, 4.
you
Yeah,
would
4.
be at
2?
6 because you're 4 less than your 9. And I
Wait,
said
sorry,
12.
toughness is
You mean
9.
toughness?
Yeah, toughness. Did I say
5.
parry? I'm
It's
sorry.
5.
5?
It's without
Oh,
your
yes,
armor
thank
of
you.
4.
At
It's
5.
5.
Okay.
With 12
7.
for how? That's 2 raises. Yes, over 5.
A
or
raise.
9. Just 1 raise. So you would take 1 wound unless you want to soak it.
I'll soak it. Vigor. Vigor still the same dice? Don't have to change anything?
Nope.
4?
4. Yeah, you soak it and you are not shaken, but you do see Ghost go down.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
That was its turn.
Okay.
Right. Make a vigor roll.
That's a ace,
Oh.
and that's a 5.
Okay. So in that instance,
I got to you.
you should be not bleeding out and you are stable, but you're still unconscious.
Correct.
All right.
Okay. I would like to go. Since this thing is trying to kill my subjects, then I need to intervene.
Okay.
I don't want to fight it. What I want to do is see if I can disable it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like unplug, mess up its wiring, something like that.
Sure. So I'm going to say that you know it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
It works because it has a brain in its head.
Okay. That is not something I'm good at. But my primary function is caring for my subjects, so instead I will move swiftly over to Ghost system.
Okay. Great.
It's up to you. And
I have some
for it.
spray skin.
Okay.
That could probably help.
Yeah.
That'll fix a grenade, right?
Yeah, that'll fix a grenade.
I mean, if it's giving me new skin.
So that's a +2, right?
The spray skin is a +2 bonus.
+2, so it'll be a
For
+4 for my Joker, and then a healing roll.
Yes, that's a healing roll.
Okay. 23.
23.
Michael Jordan!
It is my primary function.
So that's 4 raises you. I mean, he heals you entirely back up.
Wow.
Wow. Like, literally just.
Like you went down and now you're like.
And then I look in the room with the thing and I'm just like trying to like scoot back.
An automaton is attempting to kill you.
All right. That was your turn.
That's
Did
everything.
everybody go?
Yeah.
All right. So you all are stuck in this room.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
You have to.
You have to get past this automaton to get out or find another way out. 5 of hearts for CU3. A 3 of clubs.
I have to do another one, please.
Or a 6 of clubs
Thank you.
for Edge. A 2 of diamonds for Ghost. And a 2 of hearts for Ocelot.
Oof.
Ew.
And for our automaton friend, a 7 of clubs. All right. What did
Got a 5.
5, 6
5, 6.
here.
The automaton
5,
is
6, 2,
going
2.
to go.
Goodbye.
Oh my god.
So you all, when everybody moves away from the door, the doors close. But you hear just like you see it too. It's continuing to fire and it's just hitting the door and denting it.
Oh my god.
So the door is protection.
Right now.
Who's next? Who? I think 6. I think it's you.
I don't want to go.
Yeah.
We can't. Which way we're gonna go? The door's locked.
Well, you do now have a laser wielding torch.
I go to the door and I will torch the door down.
Okay, let's see how that would work. Let's make this. I'm just gonna make it athletics in this instance.
Okay. Athletics, where are you? Here you are, D8.
Grenades.
Ooh. This door is coming down. 8, 9, 10.
10. All right, so it takes you a little bit of time, but using this torch, you're able to cut all the way down the center of the door and just break the seal basically, and then
yes.
you're able to cut another piece out. But it does take you all some time, and this thing continues to fire through this door as that happens.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? You good?
No, that's it. I'm just focusing on getting us out through the door.
Okay. Next, I think, is CU3.
Yeah, I guess, does this door have a control panel of some sort?
It does, and it's actually been popped open because Ghost was messing with it earlier.
Okay, instead of trying to hack it, can I use electronics to just like cross some wires?
Sure, you can try that.
Okay. 5.
5. So you are there trying to mess with the wires, but it kind of looks like the way Ghost pulled it out, it is either malfunctioning already because of what Ghost did or because it was already malfunctioning. But as you're doing this, something happens. You have a system that allows you to project recordings out, and all of a sudden you access some memory bank that you hadn't before, and a recording of what looks like security footage begins to play in front of you, and you kind of see light flickering out of the side, and you start to hear something, and the rest of you would also begin to hear this. But you see the lab that you just saw, except there's a person in there who's currently working on something. It looks like a man who is in like a nice suit, looks really cleaned up and well put together, but you just kind of see the back of him, and you see that he's kind of working, and you hear the occasional, yes, this is quite interesting. And you see every once in a while it sets something down. And then it kind of skips ahead. You also see more footage of the same person, but this time you can see the front of him, and he's wearing...
That's the collector!
He's wearing glasses, sitting there taking notes,
Well,
and you
we don't know that,
see an automaton that it looks like he's currently working on, and a few other jars with brains in them. And in fact, you also... You see that he looks up at the camera and says something, and the camera kind of nods its head, it seems. And then he looks down and goes, and continues. And then it continues to cycle through another thing in which you see another camera angle, and this looks like the mess hall, and there are airlocks on the mess hall, and you see a bunch of these automatons coming on board, and you see this man also standing there making notes as they walk on. And it continues to cycle through a few other things, and then you see one where this person comes up to whatever this camera is and just says, all right, well, you've been certainly helpful, but you're gonna stay right here and take care of all of these people. And then it goes blank. And as that happens for you, Caesar, you remember all of this. Oh yes, of course. You've been helping. This is your master. He goes by the collector. And he brought you here and adjusted some of your settings so that you could help for whatever it was he was doing on this ship.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't, like, our characters don't know that. Randy is very...
As I'm working on the door, I hear the talking. I'll just, like, who's that? And I'm still working on the door.
This is the collector.
Okay, is he on the ship?
He is not. He has left me here to care for all of the subjects.
Is he on Earth?
Fun way of doing that with all these automatons as I, like, look at my clothes and they're, like, singed. But, like, there's, like, new growth skin and, like, I'm, like, trying to get up away from the door.
You are able to cut all the way through the door at this point. You all can
Great.
exit out this way.
Kick the door down.
Scoop of cat. As you all go out, you hear a meh, meh, meh. A loud alarm starts going off.
We have to run. Where's the safest place?
Bullet train. Oh, no, never mind.
No.
And you hear it says, life support systems are failing at 85%.
Hey, is there like any escape pods or anything on this thing?
Yes.
Can we get to them?
Yes.
Will you take us to them?
Please.
System is conflicted. I am currently in charge of 493 other lives aboard
Can
this
you
station.
take the four of us there so we can leave and you stay here and take care of the rest of your subjects?
Otherwise, we're dead.
There's a limited amount of time left.
And as you say that, you hear over the computers say, life support systems at 74%.
No. Can you take us there now? We can't breathe up here if everything shuts down.
Programming is conflicted.
Just go. And I push him forward to make him like walk.
Do you walk?
Please.
I don't know. I'm stuck. My programming says that I have to care for people placed in my care on the Ark.
We're still on the Ark. Just take us to the...
All
If
right.
we're off the Ark, you don't have to take care of us anymore.
Is there a way to get the Ark down to the ground?
I mean, it's a space station. It's not intended to.
It's not intended to, but if life support goes out, everyone dies. then there's no more arc, and your programming means nothing.
Correct.
So,
The bridge, then.
The bridge.
right,
Yeah, run.
So you all
we're running to the bridge.
Yeah.
you all run back to the bridge, and as you are doing this, you all hear a lot more stomping around. It's like you kind of have to be careful as you are running to the bridge because it sounds like there are more of these automatons about the ship or about the space station. But you are able to make it back to the bridge. What would you like to do?
All right.
I guess I will go up to the captain's chair and see if there are any thrusters or anything that can push this out of orbit.
Okay, make a notice roll.
Can I assist?
Yeah, sure.
I want to find the most.
It's probably gonna be this.
What I think would be the best place to like put Cat down at.
Okay, there are a few chairs in here where you can set her
7,
up in one of those.
okay.
It's not used.
7.
7, I'll give you a +1.
Okay, that is an 11.
An 11. Yeah, so you are trying to access, you feel like you're able to access your memory systems a little bit better now as well. And you do know that there are, in fact, some thrusters on this space station to help keep it in proper orbit. But potentially you could use them if you put all of the power to just a few thrusters to send it in one direction.
Okay.
Can I look for, like, I mean, regardless, we're going to lose lots of parts of the ship, or the station, but trying to preserve as much of it as we can, like a place where if we crash, it's not going to...
Water?
I mean, water has a pretty high surface. But regardless, I'm looking for the most optimum place for this ship to crash.
Sure. Make I'd take electronics or notice in this instance.
All right. Let's do
The Ark has thrusters that can be used to push it out of orbit.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. That's a 5.
A 5. All right, so you are looking at the system, and you actually are able to pull up a map of where you are in relation to the planet right now, and you are in fact over an ocean. So there wouldn't be anything that would be in the way if you landed there. It'd be a big open space. You wouldn't be dealing with mountains or trees or anything like that.
All right. I mean, this looks like it might be the best option. I guess we let's do it. We don't have much time.
Do we hear any of the stomping?
Yeah, it's continuing all
I
around
want to
you.
try to lock down the bridge.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna hack into the system and
Okay,
try to lock that
yeah.
down.
Based on my what I know now, looking at all this stuff, does this look like it's a plan that will ensure the maximum amount of subjects remain alive?
By comparison to the other option that you can think of, which would be taking an escape pod, yes.
Okay.
I mean, there's still a high likely. I mean, this thing isn't meant to go back through the atmosphere in this way.
Right.
But there's too many subjects on here to take escape pods.
Sure.
7.
7. Yeah, you are able to pretty quickly find the system that would allow you to lock down the door, and you can do that.
All right. At least that buys us some time.
What weapons? Any weapon systems? Maybe to go up against besides the automaton things. Is that the only real weapon system that your ship had?
Weapon systems. You want to search for weapons on like for the station itself.
Yeah.
Make an electronics roll.
Yeah. I'll hop on another thing. A 4.
A 4. So you are looking through and you see a map of the station, and there is a weapons storage, but that's for weapons for Operation Damocles. You don't see anything that is a weapon that is built upon the ship itself.
How far away is that place?
You're in the center of the ship, so it's off in a different direction than you all have been before.
We're all over the place. I mean, if those things get in, we have no way to protect ourselves. I could try to sneak out.
I
Get something.
I could also I think that sounds like a crazy suicidal idea.
Yeah.
Life support at 52%.
Take us
I'm
down.
gonna see if I can engage the thrusters.
Okay. All right. So let's. How do I want to do this? let's make a series of rolls to see if you can first access the thrusters. So you could do electronics if you wanted to for that.
Sure.
Can I assist?
Sure. Yeah.
Uh, 5.
10. Use
10.
6.
Okay.
All right,
6
so
then.
you get, plus 2.
Oh, plus 2.
7.
7. Yes, so you are able to find where to properly access the thrusters. The next thing you need to do is figure out if you can just start certain thrusters and divert all of the power that direction. So let's start with just seeing if you can isolate thrusters with another
Okay.
electronics roll.
Is that okay? Electronics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I hack subsystems and try to get the power like diverted from them into wherever
Sure.
he's trying
Yeah,
to do
go
stuff?
for it. As this is happening, you all of a sudden hear on the door
Oh God.
4.
Give me the thing.
Okay. So 8.
8. Okay, that, you are able to isolate the thrusters that are currently the furthest away from the planet so that you could orient it towards the planet if you need to. And you were going to see if you could divert power.
Yeah, that's
so.
I got a 4.
You got a 4? All right. You are able to begin diverting power, but it looks like it's going to take some time to put it all into the right place.
Okay.
I grab the torch from her and I go stand over next by the door.
That's
Okay.
not the only entrance to the bridge, correct?
It is not.
Okay. Is there does it look like there's a way to cut off life support in the hallways and such to maximize life support in areas where people that aren't in cryo sleep need it?
Sure, I think that makes sense. So let's make that another electronics roll to try and access the specific system.
You want some help?
Yeah.
And while they're doing that, I want to take that torch. I want to see if I can start welding the door
Oh,
a little
welding
bit,
it.
just in like portions.
9.
Okay.
So 2.
Let's use repair for that. Does that work?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Can I have links?
No.
So
You got a
12.
plus 2, yeah.
A 12. All right, so you're trying to access the systems. You are in fact able to access them, and you do see that you can start putting life support in certain areas and draining it off of other ones, so oxygen is just going to certain spaces.
Okay.
So that you can begin that, but it does take some time.
All right.
I crit.
Crit failed.
Failed.
Oh.
Okay, so you go to try to weld it shut, and instead it starts to open it up, and you can see a metal hand trying to come through and begin pushing the door open. All right.
Can I try to hack the defense system or whatever's left of it? Like, try to at least shut it down, or well, maybe not even shut it down. Just like put a virus in it.
What, like the things that are attacking?
Yeah, the automatons.
Sure, you can see what you can find to access the automatons.
Yeah. Let's try. I'm just like helping and trying to do stuff, but not this time.
Okay, so you are trying to figure out what you can access, and you see that the automatons they're not on here. They're not listed anywhere in the system.
What?
Can I see? There's a weapons cache. We've taken the life support out of the hallways, but right now there's not a lot more we can do to push the arc.
Right, you're still waiting for all of the power to
Right.
go to
So
the proper thrusters.
I want to see if I can go out a different door and collect weapons for my subjects.
Okay, all right, I think that sounds good. All of the doors are currently locked, except for the one that one automaton is currently trying to break into.
Okay, but okay. Can I unlock one of the other doors?
Yeah, let's make it an electronics roll.
4.
That's a success. You are able to unlock one door.
Okay.
As opposed to all of them.
It is safest for you to remain here. I will collect weapons so you may defend yourselves.
Safest.
There's just like this robot arm trying to like pry its way into the room.
All right.
But lock the door behind you.
You may lock the door behind me.
Okay.
Door's locked from the inside of the bridge.
Okay.
Life support systems at 41%.
How far are we in our movement towards falling out of orbit?
It looks like the power is still diverting, but it's over 50% now.
All right.
I'm gonna take the thing and see if I can just like cut the thing's hand off.
Yeah, I like it. We'll make it a fighting roll here.
Yeah, that's better. I'll take a fighting roll. I'll definitely take some fighting roll. Yes. On an 11.
Ooh, an 11. All right, let's roll some damage for this thing, which is
2. It's your strength plus d6 plus 1.
Strength plus d6.
Yeah, your strength die d6 and plus 1.
All right. Okay. I know math. 9.
9. So you go over and you try and cut this thing's arm off, and you see the laser kind of go over it, and then once you pull it all the way down, the arm looks completely the same.
Oof.
You don't know what kind of material this thing is made out of, but it is strong.
Even with the armor piercing?
Yep.
Wow.
I guess I'm gonna run towards the weapons cache.
Okay, all right, so you're running towards the weapons cache. It's going to take you just a little bit to get there. It is now at 63% power diversion.
Yeah.
And life support systems at 36%. You make it to weapon storage.
Okay.
And you open it, and it is empty.
Of course it is.
There are, it's like scraps of metal. It looks like things have been pulled apart in here and repurposed. But there is one weapon that looks like it is still left, and that is a laser rifle.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Okay.
Grab it and turn around and run back to the.
Okay.
All right. What can I do? Are there any other rolls that I can do to try to help get the power diverted faster?
I'll take a hacking roll to see if you can, we'll say you can speed it up by opening a few more ports to let power divert.
7.
7, yeah, so you spend a little bit of time, and you see there was one area where it was basically going one at a time as opposed to opening them all at once, which is a little bit more dangerous, but it'll make it go a little faster, and you do see it start to take off.
I'm definitely for the danger.
I like it. Life support systems at 25%. You are able to make it back, and you, I assume, knock.
Yeah.
You all hear a knock.
That kind of knock, I'm like, oh, it must be our friend. Open the
Yeah,
doors.
light knock.
Okay.
Laser rifle.
Oh, take.
Edge, come shoot this thing in the face.
Okay, and I grab it, and I put it on, and I walk towards the door.
Okay, you want to shoot at it?
Sure, I'll shoot its face.
All right.
Right into
you
the
can
brain.
kind of see, like, it's continuing to like start to pull
Yeah.
all of these open, and you can see as it's doing that, there's a bunch of automatons behind it. All right, you want to shoot at it?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say, is there another oxygen tank in here, like a tank or anything?
Yeah.
in
Make a
here?
notice roll.
Yeah, I want to look for suits.
Suits. Oh, it's a make a notice roll.
8.
What?
8. So you look around and you do see there is another area where there is one oxygen tank.
All right.
9. You don't see any suits in here, but there is also the office that you could check.
I'm gonna run in the office and start looking.
Okay.
What's the stats on the assault
The
rifle?
stats for this is damage is 3d6. It has an AP of 2 and a rate of fire of 3. And then if it comes up, I'll give you range, but I don't think
And
it's
it's
going
strength plus.
to. It's not strength, it's just 3d6.
Oh, it's just 3d6.
Yeah, for ranged weapons, no strength included.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, if it's my turn, I'll go in. And try
Okay,
and shoot.
yeah.
So shooting. Where are you?
That's your thing.
D8. I know. I forgot.
Come on, girl.
We've been asleep.
How many times are you gonna shoot?
Yeah, you still have.
Can I do
So-
it twice?
So whenever you shoot, you
What is a
basically can
recoil?
you roll 3 shooting die. So what is your shooting die?
It's a D8.
Okay, so roll 3d8. And each of those are going to go into wherever you decide they want to go. So you do it all at once. It's the rate of fire. So you can roll 3d8 with your wild die.
So, okay, so the first one,
complex.
yeah, the first one is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is that your shooting die?
Well, the wild exploded.
Oh, the wild exploded. So you got a 10.
You can replace your wild. You can place the d6 with one of your shooting die.
If it explodes?
Just if it's bigger.
Yeah,
But
just
you're
if
going to
it's
take a
more.
-2 to everything because it's an automatic, so it has a recoil.
Got it.
But that's one action firing. You could also take like a -4 and do fire twice.
Right.
And then you'd get 6 shots.
Okay, well, we'll fire once.
Okay.
Since I just ran up to the door. So,
Okay.
so should we count that first one?
So you
yeah.
gotta shoot. Yeah, so you got your shooting die. If you roll 3d8 plus your d6,
Or should I just start
You
with
can start over. You can do whatever you want. Oh, wow.
so that one's
that's
gonna
an 8.
explode. This is so your wild die is the lowest, so you're just gonna ignore that.
Okay,
And so you've got a 6, a 5, and this one's gonna explode. So roll it again.
so roll just the 8 again.
Right.
It's a 4.
Right. So 12. So that's gonna
Hit with a raise.
hit with the
So
raise.
those all hit. So we're going to resolve the damage one at a time.
Okay.
So let's roll.
3d6.
Yep, 3d6.
4, 5, 6 for the first.
Okay.
6. This explodes, right? So this is 5, 6,
5,
11,
14.
14. For the
Okay.
second.
Okay. It is now shaken.
Just
That's a 4.
And you got a 4, but on that last one, you need to roll an additional d6
This one?
because you aced it on one of them.
5.
5, so that plus 4 would
That's a
be
9.
9. So that doesn't do it, but you did shake it.
Okay.
So you see it kind of, as you do that, it kind of like pulls its arm back and just kind of stops for a second and stops trying to open the door.
Okay.
So the door's still kind of open? Mm-hmm. I want to take this oxygen tank, I want to push it through in a thing, and I say, shoot the tank.
Okay, I like it.
I'm going to get back away from the door with my little cutter.
And I am in the office looking for like oxygen that we can like put on, like something
Okay.
for faces or like suits or something.
You do find, oh, you haven't rolled yet?
Yeah, just what I rolled before. So,
Nice.
8, 9, 10, 11.
You find one suit in there with one oxygen tank, but that's it.
Yep. There's one suit, and I look over at Cat, and I go to put Cat in the suit.
Okay. Life support at 16%. You see that the power diversion is now at 91%. Want to shoot this tank?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
oh, I'm scared it's going to blow a hole in this ship.
Well, while she does that, I want to go over onto the computer and see if I can get the doors to lock down. Or 3, can you see you 3? Can you close this door as soon as she shoots it? Yeah.
So were we able to divert life support from the hallways? We were. So we're still at 16%.
It's still, the life support in total is dropping down, but it's still focused in these particular areas.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I will then try to stand by and try to shut this door after they fire out.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, here we go. So 2 hits, right?
Yeah, 5, 5.
Oh, minus 2. 5,
Right.
5, 2 5s.
Okay, those both hit, so roll damage 3d6 twice. Basically. So this will be the first one.
Explodes.
Oh, yeah.
So 6, 10, 16,
The first one.
12.
12.
Yeah, so you don't even need both of you fire it off multiple times, but you don't even need both because that first one just goes right into the oxygen tank and it just explodes. Let's have that. Roll me another 3d6.
2.
Roll 2 more d6 there.
Oh, 2 more. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
6.
And that's all added together.
So 8.
8. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see that it blows back all of these machines that are banging on this door, but they all seem to be fine.
I'll see if I can shut that door.
Okay, make an electronics roll.
Ooh, I'm gonna spend a penny. 5.
5. Yeah, you were able to lock that door. It does shut it back down, although it is a little damaged. So there's a little bit of space in there, but you are able to lock it. And then not long after that, you hear the banging back on the door.
All right, I am finding seats, a seat with like some kind of harness to like lock Kat in her little spacesuit, so that at least
Crash lands.
Yeah, I mean she'll be at least in a better position than most of us.
Is that torch they have? Is that a welding torch?
That's what I was trying. Yeah, that's what I tried before. I was gonna say I want to go back over and see if I can attempt that again.
Yeah, go for it.
And what are we rolling now?
Repair.
Repair?
I'm gonna try to.
Oh wait,
stop
wait,
and
can
see
I?
if
If
You're
you
trying to
said,
stop?
Well, your face was already.
you're right.
Ocelot,
Yeah.
please. I believe I am more proficient.
Yes, please. Yeah, I take that over. And I'll go over because she's got the gun. I'll go over and help him with Kat.
Okay.
7.
7. Yeah, you go over and you are able. You see this ocelot that CU3 is very quick, very doesn't even take any time. Nothing shakes, and you are able to start to wield it. It does take you a little bit of time, but you can do that. You see that the power diversion level is at 98%.
But our oxygen is at like
10.
I'm gonna have to push us. Like I'm gonna have to start getting us going on 98%.
All right. That sounds good. You basically power has been diverting, and now it is going to go into the thrusters. So, if you're ready.
Like I just don't think we'll survive much longer on
Sure.
7%.
What is the what type of roll will be used to deal with this?
I think we could I would take electronics in this instance, and then probably piloting as well.
Could I assist you? Because you're probably
Sure.
better at it than I am.
Okay. I will attempt electronics then.
Okay, so make your roll for support.
Yeah, nope.
Okay, no bonus. Woo!
15.
15. Yeah, you sit down and it's like you were meant to do this, and you engage the thrusters. Once that happens, you all feel the whole ship kind of, or the space station start to kind of, it knocks you all around, and you don't have good gravity in here, so it's a little bit awkward. But you can tell that power is still coming out of all the other thrusters, just most of it's coming out of the back, so it's a bit rocky, but you are able to start moving forward. And you hear life support systems at 7%. And as that's happening, you hear more banging on the doors, and now it's coming from the other doors, but you all are starting to move, and the planet is getting bigger in front of you. Is there anything anyone else wants to do at this point?
I want to brace for whatever.
Brace for impact.
I would like to try to. Please buckle yourselves in chairs. Re-entry could be very dangerous.
Yeah.
And then I would like to, I guess, try to pilot. I have jack of all trades, so I can make a smarts roll and try to figure out how to pilot this
Go
thing.
for it, I like it.
While they're doing that, I want to make sure that the two of them are buckled in.
Okay.
Get them in, and then try to get. I'm assuming you'll probably get as close to Cat as you can. Try to get all of us as close together as we can.
Unless
make sure that
unless
they're
he
buckled
needs
in.
help piloting. But I don't know how to do it. Giant ass ship.
You all are looking around to kind of try to find seatbelts. There don't seem to be like literal seatbelts, but there are some tubing and a few different other wires and things you can kind of rip off and tie around the chairs.
I start tying them down and everything, and then I just grab some, wrap myself down to a chair as well.
Okay.
And just try to put my arm, one on Cat, one on Ghost, on the side, and just hold on to them.
Yeah, I've got my eyes closed as like the planet is getting bigger in the view screen.
Okay, I like it.
This does not look overly complicated.
Good.
I got it erased, so I'll have a D6 in piloting.
Perfect.
Nice.
All right.
Betties?
Yeah, I got a lot of berries actually.
Okay. Make that baby explode.
So, if I was
It's okay.
ooh, let's make one more.
All right.
I guess it's gonna be 5.
Okay, it's a 5. So it takes you a little bit of time to get comfortable with it, but you start to try and steer this space station to go the direction you want to, as opposed to just kind of floating in a random direction. And you all are getting a lot closer to the planet now, and you start to see fire building up right in front of you. You aren't entirely sure that this thing is meant for this. It got up here somehow, but it wasn't built to go back. So everyone holding on, it starts to get a little bit hotter in there as you start to enter the atmosphere. Everything gets really shaky. You're trying to hold on. Your makeshift seatbelts are keeping you in the seat, although every once in a while you start to float up a little bit. You do eventually make it through the atmosphere, but you can tell, there are all kinds of beeps, alarms, things that are going off that are telling you that pieces of the ship, pieces of the space station are coming apart, but you are able to start to make it into the atmosphere, and you all see blue, just big, bright blue in front of you, and it is coming at you really, really fast. You continue to just tear down into this planet. You see it's like very yellow off in the distance. There's storms kind of off to it. Like, it looks like there's lightning and thunder happening nearby. And before you all can even really catch your breath, there is a giant impact as you all go right down into the water. But this thing, because it is very heavy, but it has a lot of air in it still, it seems to kind of float a little bit on the water. You all go flying. Everyone give me a, we'll do vigor. Vigor roll at a -2.
I'm gonna use my reroll.
Okay.
Nope.
17 minus 2, 15.
15.
Oof. Do I spend it? Spend it.
Try.
10.
10.
3.
3.
1.
1. Okay, so the two of you, all of your makeshift seatbelts seem to have kept you in the seat, and you didn't really go anywhere. But you fall out of the seat and kind of go tumbling forward. You'll take a level of fatigue from bumps and bruises, and you also go flying, but for the most part, you seem to be okay. The banging has stopped. It seems to be quiet for now, and it looks like you can see out one of the windows. Does anyone want to go
Yes,
look?
absolutely.
Okay.
I want to check out my fellow, my subjects.
Yeah, we make sure that make sure they're all okay. Make sure Cat's okay.
Everyone
too,
seems to mostly be okay except for Edge, who just seems to have taken a little bit of knocking around.
See if I can do anything about that
Okay, sure.
while she's looking out the window.
Okay, sounds good. So you're helping her. You all get to the window. It's really, really bright, almost as bright as it was when you first woke up. There is a lot of blue as your eyes start to adjust, but also there's some movement. There seems to be some giant creature that is moving about the water, and off in the distance it looks like there's land and a bunch of people standing on that land looking back at you. And that is where we will end.
Care Unit 3, CU3, is an androgynous-looking android whose primary function is to care for his charges. His strict programming guides his every decision, but he endeavors to carry out his mission with a calm and pleasant demeanor. Well, you will work just fine for what I need. Just fine indeed.
Yay, we did it! Good job!
Oh, man.
So crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Thank you all. Thank you, Rick.
Yes, thank you, Rick.
Rick.
Thank you, Jordan.
Jordan.
Thank you, Rossi.
Yes, Rossi.
Megan.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
I can't believe
God, we did
it.
it.
We did do it.
And we're alive.
And we're alive.
I know.
I'm live.
We're alive.
Before this, Rossi was basically telling us that we all had the possibility of dying and that we should be prepared to die. That was literally basically what you gave us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I mean, and Megan did that last season too, but like this season we got a special one that was like, you know, I want to see more potential deaths. So
I mean, I came the closest.
Both of you.
Yeah.
both of you
Yeah,
are
yeah,
about
yeah.
to.
Did.
yeah.
so
Oh my God.
mission accomplished.
That's appropriate for this one. Mission accomplished.
Oh.
So Bertram's in a cube, Kat's in a spacesuit.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah. Awesome.
Wow.
Thanks.